Welcome, general public and the board of directors, back to a summary of year 2 of Ugly Park. Last time we purchased a plot of land over at Evergreen Gardens with the help of our angel investors and a Kickstarter. We reviewed our objectives and we built some rides with some interns, some cutting edge technology and AI and random number generators, and we paid a little homage to The Rock in The Scorpion King. I'm excited to show you guys what we accomplished in year 2. While some of those mainstream theme parks may use data and analytics to decide these ruling factors on running the coaster, we decided to hand it over to the marketing team and let's see what the ride return rate looks like. That is good enough for me. Some of the people wanted to ride the ride again. That's all I need. Some of the people, some of the time. That's a success. We're moving on and never messing with this roller coaster ever again. It was around this time in April year 2 that an intern on the arborist team pointed out that there seemed to be a lot of sick guests in our park. I really don't think that this is our problem. This is an extreme choose-your-own-adventure social experiment theme park, but if that intern wants to take control of this, we can redistribute our resources from the arborist team to that nice, friendly tier of groundskeepers. Congratulations, you've just been promoted from intern to puke sweeper. And I mean, while we're at it, we might as well hire an actual handy person because there's a lot of grounds to take care of, and I care about what it looks like reflecting upon our board of directors. The admissions analytics team say that we are on track to meet our objective, so I brought in our brightest and smartest high schoolers from the surrounding neighborhoods to brainstorm some new roller coaster ideas. Let's bring even more attention to this park with some bigger, greater, more functional, questionably ethical roller coasters. So shortly after we brought in our high schoolers, our fleet, to build this magnificent roller coaster, the local government reached out to us telling us that we needed to get some architects that are certified and licensed. We had to divert some of our funds to that. So thank you guys, the board of directors, our investors, for giving us the funds to override and change the way the local legislation works. Thanks guys so much. This roller coaster was created by a high schooler on Minecraft. We're just going to recreate it here and I'm sure it's going to work without any problems. The Mine Coaster is now complete. The best part about this is because it was an intern program with a local high schooler, we didn't have to pay anything actually for the design of this marvelous roller coaster. We're going to call it the Minecraft coaster. I'm pretty sure we're not going to run into any kind of licensing problems there, which is great. We're all about avoiding licensing problems at all costs here at Ugly Park, and this is one of those coasters that we're gonna wave our flag behind really hard. And as always, we're building a queue with the philosophy that the longer the line, the closer to God we are, so let's do this. We could test the coaster before we opened it, but time is money, and we're not wasting any money on editing anything, so let's just hope that it works perfectly and forget about this roller coaster altogether. I know I said we were going to be proud of it, but I don't really have time for that. We've got plenty more to do. Up until now, this park has not been about sitting, it's about doing, it's about going, it's about experiencing. This is a social experiment. There is no sitting in social experiments. However, we did hear that the board of park decor counts benches as decoration, so we're going to add some benches throughout this park, and then I delegated a yard design major. I don't know if that's a thing. She says it is. So we let Stephanie build an entryway around a ride entrance. Leave a comment below if you could see how she messed up. It's fine. I can't fire anyone. Also, she's not paid, so it doesn't matter. I mean, all I can say is that someone's not getting a letter of recommendation from their rigorous summer at Ugly Park. Not naming anyone, just someone named Stephanie. Actually, this ride is the dumbest idea that I've ever heard. It's going to be go-karting through the gardens which if you think that doesn't sound like a great idea, it's not. It's from an intern on the Arboretum squad. I don't know why we have arborists at this park. We don't care about the landscaping. We bought it for the landscaping, but we're letting it return to its natural state, okay? Do you think we have anyone out here watering this grass? No, it's natural, okay? Somebody planted these trees that are not native to this land, and we're just seeing how they go. We're seeing how they do on their own. I don't know who brought the arborists in, but the arborists are here. They keep suggesting go-karting through the gardens. So here we go. Throwing you a bone. Here's some go-karts in the garden. As you can see, summer of year 2 was pretty rainy, which means a lot of success for us. If you continue putting your money into Ugly Park, you will see plenty of returns every time it rains because we make bank off of those umbrellas. As long as it keeps raining, we're gonna keep making money. Anyways, I guess at the end of the day, this go-kart trek was kind of cool. I mean, you go through the gardens, it goes through itself, it goes like kind of near a pathway. I mean, I guess I can kind of see where it was going for, but at the end of the day, this is a theme park. It's a social experiment. We're supposed to have roller coasters on roller coasters that make you question everything, okay? I'm not doing any more go-karts. This is the end. No more. We brought in a wayfinding intern from Japan, actually has advanced degrees in wayfinding design to help us orchestrate the cues and the exit lines for the go-karts. And I think you could see here the kind of flow that it brings and the closeness and the oneness of it leading out to right where the entrance to the queue is. Really excellent unpaid work going above and beyond for Ugly Park. Somehow someone on the analytics team figured out that if we remove sidewalk, we actually get money. So we're going to pull up a lot of the park, once again banking on Bright Sun Films to do an expose of the abandoned aspects of our park. I mean, we're going to leave as much of the decorations up as possible. We're just cashing in on ripping up the concrete. These are steps. We're literally taking out steps, we're taking out concrete, and we're somehow making money off of this. I don't care. Hey, it's money. I'm all about bringing in those dividends, or I don't know, something about the stock value. I'm not really quite sure. This is a privately owned company, so I don't think those things apply. However, I can assure you we made some money off of pulling up the sidewalks. A shout out to Jacob on the ride planning committee who complained and brought to my attention that there's like a lot of vomit in this condensed area. I would like to thank him and also publicly acknowledge his recent promotion to the puke sweeping team. There's only, I think, like 4 of these people around the park, so they're like incredibly valuable. But since he's still getting college credit, we don't have to pay him. He's doing this out of the kindness of his heart and his love of a nice recommendation letter, which he might get depending on how well he sweeps up all this puke. Gotta love it. What a great guy. Let's drive up our celebration of consumerism by adding some more places for people to spend their money and get objects throughout the park. I want to introduce some balloons, which are an incredible symbol of the futility of our existence and the impermanence of gas. Really incredible. You could spend as much money as you want. We're going to cap it off a little bit low. It's a little bit more of a performance art. We're going for that experience here. And then also some cotton candy, and then another information kiosk very close to another information kiosk because there is no limit to how much money you should actually be making when it rains. And I think it's an interesting perspective to put them within eyesight of each other so people can see one from the other and recognize the value in one of them but not in the other. It's very artistic. If you have any more questions about it, I recommend you talk to Artemis on the intern art team. She really has it all pulled together. She has like a PowerPoint. It's very convincing. Trust me, it's really deep stuff. Alright, so here at the tail end of year 2, I recently consulted with my psychic and she told me that we need to build another coaster here at the front of the park. It's already kind of condensed. I mean, this is kind of beginner stuff, but we need to have as many interlocking, similarly placed roller coasters as possible because it drives up the excitement. This is another thing that Artemis taught me. Stephanie's on her side. I don't really know how I feel about Stephanie at this point. She did build a floating roof. But whatever, Artemis has got it, so we're gonna build a roller coaster over here, and I was also told by my psychic that the first attempt wasn't gonna work. So we're gonna fully build one attempt that kind of works, and then we're gonna deconstruct it and build something even better. I hate to leave it off on kind of a cliffhanger, but this coaster does not get completed in year 2. I guess you guys are just going to have to tune in for the briefing of year 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like doing this. I enjoy RollerCoaster Tycoon, and I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've had a very busy July. I've got a couple of videos up my sleeve for the end of this month, and August is going to be even a little bit more hectic. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me and for watching. Bye!